The greedy end of childhood games.
Growing up, everyone always feels like their childhood games, as they keep advancing and updating, usually don't hit the same as they used to.
Microtransactions. Microtransactions ruin video games. I have that take. Season pass, microtransactions ruin video games. I think the format of free-to-play games is amazing if you never fall into the trap of buying goods within the games. Because when the main focus, or when the main way of making money is through cosmetics, the main focus is making the game look good rather than play good. That's the take I will have. That's not the case of all games, but most popular big games today are usually free-to-play microtransaction-based games. If you have a game that's like $50 or even like $20, like a lot of indie games that are like $5, $10, $20 are really good today. And I think those games aren't bad in modern times. It's just like most games that kids play today are not indie games. Like, I don't think gaming's dead, if that makes sense. I don't think gaming will ever be dead. I think there will always be somebody that'll take the place of somebody that's not pulling their own weight, like AAA devs right now, and those are indie devs. But I think for childhood games, those are dead because you're not really going to find, like, cheaply made children's games that aren't just full of, like Roblox, like where it's like, hey, buy this, buy this, buy this, buy this, buy this, buy this. Oh, you can get this cosmetic. Do you want to be able to kick someone? Do you want to be able to play an emote sound and jump scare people within your lobby? That'll be $9. And that's not even necessarily on Roblox itself. It's more so on the devs, but it's like, dude, if you give people the option of jamming ways to purchase things, they will.
I don't think there's a lot of people that will say a game hits them the same as it used to when they're older. There's actually a whole phenomenon about this, and it's called...
Okay, counterpoint to my own point. Club Penguin had a fucking assload of microtransactions. That is a point that needs to be made to disagree with my own point. Club Penguin, one of the biggest games of U.S. children in Gen Z. Club Penguin, you could buy so many fucking things in that game, like puffles and stuff.
A rosy retrospection, which is the phenomenon that causes you to remember the past more positive than you actually experienced it. Because our brains have limited long-term memory, you usually remember the best parts of what was going on. Like, I remember being younger and playing Super Mario Galaxy on the Wii for the first time, and to me back then, the quality might as well have been an 8K 240 frame rate Samsung.
Dude, when you replay some old-ass Nintendo... Dude, I remember Mario Kart Wii looked like cinema to me. When you load up Mario Kart Wii now, that shit looks like I'm watching a fucking 16-bit game. I feel like I am watching something in 480p when you load that up now. It looks bad.
Monitor. But when you look back at it now, the Wii could only take, and legit, I don't know how many people remember this, but standard definition 400.
Was it 480p? Oh my god. I was going to say it looked like 480p. I didn't think it was. I thought they were 720 in 2006 still.
180 pixel TVs. Nowadays, we spit on that type of quality online, considering we got 16K monitors and shit. But at the same time, too, though, you're not crazy for saying some of those games don't hit the same. More than ever now, have games been becoming greedier and grittier, while offering the most dog products back. And we might as well start with Roblox, since it's in the news now. This one hits me more, man, because...
Bro, and it's Roblox is in such a weird space for me too, because it's like, you guys will recommend Roblox games for me to play, but I'm like, aren't we not playing Roblox, right? I don't know what I should do, you know? Because you guys, I have the game session tab, and you guys will be like, hey, here's a Roblox game. I'm like, I don't know. There's like it's a weird space. Everybody still plays Roblox. I feel like, is that true? I don't know.
All the shift happened in front of my eyes. I joined Roblox back in 2014 and was playing before that. Some of y'all was fetuses for real. I knew Roblox was changing immediately as soon as they announced they were removing ticks. If you're newer to Roblox and don't know ticks, on Roblox it was one of their currencies that you could get next to Robux. But instead of paying your life savings and sacrifice,
you could earn it by playing the game. They always have a mixture of those.
Pricing your grandma to be able to get some Robux nowadays. Kids have gotten literally kidnapped over Robux. This stuff is like crack to them. Growing up, I wanted some Robux too, but I was not going in some random van offering it to me. The tides have completely changed now. It's more addictive than ever to people. In the past though, ticks were
more addictive than ever. Get the fuck out of here. I'm hard disagreeing with you, Tommy. I used to openly feed into those Clash of Clans gem scams when I was a kid. I used to willingly sit and watch 500 ads so I could get fucking $1 worth of gems. I remember for days, I'd be like, I'm sitting just spam like, oh, I get a certain amount of points if I download Raid. Oh my God, I only need 100,000 points to fucking get a $5 bag of gems for free. And I could watch 35 ads for fucking 100 points, or I could download and play fucking whatever warship game this is for fucking 30,000 credits if I have an hour of playtime.
Currency that anyone could get for free as long as you logged on the game daily. And sometimes you could get them through Roblox events, and you also got them when somebody visited your place as well. Hearing that, it's pretty easy to tell how easily this could be exploited, and a ton of bots did it. Because you could convert the ticks to Robux, and it was 10 ticks for 1 Robux. That was one of the main reasons Roblox said on why they removed it, because too many bots took advantage of it. But people started speculating and wondering why they just removed it instead of fixing the botting problem for it.
Well, it's because then you don't then people won't spend money. I liked the original Fortnite setup where the battle pass was free if you grinded the game. Like, you only had to spend money on the battle pass one time ever. And then if you played the game, you would have enough to buy the next season battle pass and a surplus. So you could grind the game and still afford skins. I didn't think that was bad. I just don't like when it's like, you know, you only play half the season, now you can't. That was season 8. Is it that's still a thing though, right?
That way people could still get ticks and the bots couldn't.
I just think that's a season pass that's like okay to me, where it's like once you can afford it, it's fine because, you know, you could just forever afford it because now you could just play the game and get it.
Seeing Roblox now and how obvious it is, they don't.
Should that be should be that way in Clash of Clans? I'll agree, bro. I will agree with that. Dude, you gotta recognize the money farm Supercell has. Like, holy fucking gold mine. Because I will willingly spend $7 a month for a mobile... You haven't been on in a month, by the way? That's not true. I hopped on, like, last week.
Don't care. Universally, everyone agrees that they just took it away to make more money. Crazy thing is, you weren't even making much when you got ticks. Like, if you logged onto Roblox every day of the year, then converted that total amount of ticks to Robux, at the end of the year, you would have ended up with 365 Robux, which isn't even $4 worth of Robux. Like, your ass ain't buying anything with that amount. Amazon has given me coupon codes.
What do you mean? I could res myself in Squid Games twice.
On Prime Day higher than the... You know it's bad when Amazon is being more charitable than you. Looking at it now, this was the steps leading up to
RIP Ticks 2007 to 2016.
Roblox has become, which is a company that would do anything to keep its profits high. We all already know about the Schlepp situation by now, and I already talked.
Well, I also think that it's like Roblox is in a situation where it is so much. I think, like, I don't know if this is relatable. When I was a kid, it was impossible to convince my mom to let me buy any video game or any in-game currency. Possible. While, yes, we didn't have a lot of money anyways, I feel like nowadays, it's like, even if your parents aren't rich, you could still be like, hey, can I spend $5 on Robux? And they'll be like, yeah, sure. It's a lot easier for, like, Gen Alpha kids to convince their, like, millennial parents to spend money on games because they get it, I guess.
Talked about it, so I'm not gonna go over it again. Update on that, though. They're now officially getting sued by Law by Mike, so...
Bro, like, the biggest thing that I remember, and this is such a first world complaint, I would save up. It got to the point where all the video games that I would buy, I would use my money because I wanted to buy them when they would come out. So all, like, the fucking yard work or whatever I did over the year, and I'd save up money when I was, like, 10. Or not 10, probably, like, 12. I would buy on stuff because it was, like, Call of Duty came out in, like, October, November. But I wasn't allowed to get it till Christmas. But then I'm behind, and I'm one of the Christmas noobs. And then people will sweat on me. So instead, I would grind, like, random chores and shit, save up $60, buy the game, and then I would be able to shit on the noobs come December time.
Oh, that makes it a state and lawyer suing them. They're gonna have to get Saul Goodman to get out of this one. Just recently, Roblox had their developers conference.
There was one time, I've said this before, I lied to my mom. I remember, yeah, I vividly remember this. I remember I was probably like 10. I was like, I need to buy something for school. It was Clash of Clans gems.
for 2025. And
It's $5. She found out. My dumbass did not know in a credit card statement it says what you bought. I thought it would just be like minus $5. It said you bought a bundle of gems.
you would think they would focus on a lot of kid safety considering all the drama going on. Which they did touch on it, but mostly...
I had a friend that thought, I had a friend that used to play Clash of Clans with me, and when he was a kid, he thought that his credit card, like, he thought that he knew how it worked. Like, you needed a parent's credit card hooked up to buy gems, and he thought his was disconnected because it didn't show up in his settings. And one day he tried to buy gems and it went through, and he said that he thought he hit like a gold mine glitch, and he spent like $400 on gems or something to like boost his town hall. And then he got like the fucking, like literally his fucking shit eaten in, dude. Like, I'm talking like imagine your parents being like, you spent $400 on fucking Clash of Clans. Oh my God, they killed him.
The whole thing was just flexing billboards about how much the site has grown and how much the game devs are making. They also announced they're adding things like makeup to the game.
Huge Roblox news. So Roblox just announced realistic avatars, and that also includes things like realistic movement. I mean, look at this on the screen, along with makeup coming to Roblox. So you'll be able to put makeup on whether you have a classic avatar or...
I think that'll be bad for the game space, actually. If that's like a normal avatar usage, because people kind of like the low poly shit skins, like everything looks fucking 16-bit.
realistic
This looks like a bad mobile survival game.
avatar.
They might as well rename the game now to Row Night because it's starting to turn into it. Not a single soul ever asked for this. They also announced they're adding an AI into games where you can spawn in your own things by typing it out. I'm sure this is perfectly fine and was fully safety tested by Roblox's amazing safety team. Yeah, some kid out there is gonna get jump scared by the fattest, hairiest things like this are the reason why people say they miss the old Roblox. Because these updates, I'm sure, will bring new players to the game, but they won't even like the basic mechanics of the normal game and will probably hate on it. Even looking at the Roblox site now is a complete different experience from the past. In the past, everyone in the community would know.
Bro, in the past, it was like Natural's Disaster and just every Shrek dupe ever. When I played Roblox when I was in like middle school, bro, it was just like Shrek's coming to eat your ass simulator. And it would be like a low poly Shrek that doesn't move. He would be like arms to his sides and he'd be like, brrr, and he would just run at you.
The classic games, and all of them had their own unique styles. It actually took work and craft to make a game popular, and it would only get pushed then and people would play it. Now whenever a new game starts popping off, it has to be the most highest saturated colors ever, just copying another game that already exists. There's a ton of games on Roblox that have already gotten taken down by original creators because they clearly copied the exact game and just put it on the site. You'll have a random game now called Labubu Matcha Tycoon Simulator. I didn't make that up, by the way, that's a real game. It'll get 1 million players one day. By the way, that's a real game. Labubu Matcha Tycoon Simulator.
Might have to bookmark that one.
I didn't make that up, by the way, that's a real game. It'll get 1 million players one day. The owner makes their bag, then it immediately
That's a bookmark.
gets thrown away and forgotten the next day. I would compare it kind of like how people compare house designs from the past versus now. Where houses in the past would have character and their own unique approach to things. Meanwhile, you got those formulaic modern houses we all know where everything's just white and gray with a stick.
I love that though. I love that. I think a goal of mine is to own a GTA apartment one day. I love that. Like a fucking everything's marble. Like GTA 5. My house in GTA 5. That's what I want.
Look, they're still great games
A modern ass house.
that get made on
Some old shit. I want it to have some spice, you know?
Roblox
But-
all the time now. But it's clear Roblox pushes these type of brain rot games instead of creative games because it's easy to make money off of kids. Before, they would actually care about how much effort was put in by the devs, then reward them, but those days are long gone now. The classic that most of us grew up with next to Roblox is Minecraft, and it's pretty much suffered the same fate. Okay, I don't think Minecraft is as bad as Roblox, not even close, but you can clearly see their changes. Like when they first added Realms, people should have immediately knew they were going for profits. Minecraft Realms are the servers you can rent as a subscription from Microsoft. And even though it's not a lot, it's about $8.
Bro, I remember we would pitch in. We would pitch in. Y'all remember those days? Your boy would be like, I'm buying a realm. I'm buying a realm. It's $8. Everybody send me $2. You'd be like, okay. You'd be able to play it any time.
$8 a month for a server where you can have 11 people. A lot of people who have it says it's abysmally slow and moves at snail speeds. Also, there's bigger servers.
Oh my god, when you try to... Yeah, even in modern times, I guarantee you, if you played Realms and you and your friend just ran in opposite directions, just loading maximal chunks, the server would lag.
Where you can literally get your own server for free that's faster. And they really try to push it for people to buy when there's better alternatives. A lot of people also think ever since Microsoft bought Minecraft, they're more focused on selling products instead of updating the game. Back in the day, whenever Minecraft dropped an update, that was legendary. People would be refreshing their browser to wait and see what might be getting added. It was the community's thing and felt tight-knit. And now since they...
I don't want to get on Minecraft's ass anymore, bro, but I hate when they update shit. I literally don't care. I physically don't care. When I play Minecraft, I'm only playing modded Minecraft. I'm never loading up. Oh, they added the sniffer. Oh, really? Oh, really? We have, it's like, dude, once in a blue moon, I'll be playing modded Minecraft on stream, and I'll be like, oh, what's this? That's cool. And they'll be like, oh, no, that's the biggest part of the new update. That's in vanilla. And I'll be like, oh, they added pandas.
Do updates so much, all that feeling is gone. It's like Fortnite with skins, where back then people were hyped whenever
Oakwood has a different texture.
A new skin
Oh, let me guess, that designer just got paid $500,000 to do that?
drop happened and rushed to see.
Meanwhile, there's some literal 16-year-old in his basement popping out with the best Minecraft mod pack you've ever seen in your entire life for $0.
What was in the item shop.
You just download it on CurseForge.
You look at it now and you can scroll for 30 minutes to see every skin that's ever released and buy it. You also had the Minecraft movie release, which, putting all the memes and jokes aside about it,
was an absolute cash grab for Microsoft.
They're lucky it became a whole meme and trolled and they managed to profit from it. Because before, everyone already knew it was going to be a cash grab and was shitting on it. They've been doing a lot of collabs, just like Fortnite too, so they can get
the suspicious Stu Pringles.
The most money they can. It's a miracle they didn't monetize all skins yet and you could still change it for free. Since you could change your skin for free though, I don't really get the point of them selling their own skins. You will never see me with a Minecraft skin I paid $5 for. Call of Duty is another one.
Nah, I remember, dude, no, the method, bro. You want to hear the fucking, well, it ain't even useful anymore. OG Xbox days, they had a Star Wars pack. It was like $5. You bought it and you would get a Yoda skin. Oh my god, somebody just said it. Red said it. Yes, you would get the Yoda skin. And you were really tiny, and no one could see you. So when you were, you were green, so you blended in with tall grass, and you were small as shit. You had the smallest hitbox, and you couldn't see when they had armor on. So, like, I would walk around like I have nothing, and you would walk up to your friend, and you would have full fucking Prop 4 diamond armor on. Just ready to brawl at any moment. And you just whipped out. Just fucking kill him with a sharpness 5 sword. He had no idea.
That is completely
He didn't even know where you were.
different from how it used to be. I'm gonna be real, this isn't even new. It started changing a decade ago for real. It's clearly now at one of its worst states, but you could see the seeds being planted in back then.
Or they had ones that were too big too. I would have those skins that were like 3 blocks tall.
In Black Ops 3, you quite literally had to gamble loot boxes to be able to get certain guns and weapons. And in a way with battle passes.
Nah, bro. BO3. Wait, BO3? Bro, but okay, BO3, none of them were that crazy, though. I feel like the gambling in BO3 wasn't nearly as bad as Advanced Warfare. Advanced Warfare, it was like the weapon mods were OP. Like, you would just get a better BAL. You got a better ASM-1. Like, your gun was just better because you spent money. It was actually pay to win. I feel like BO3, it wasn't as bad. I loved BO3. I genuinely thought that was a great Call of Duty. I had no changes for it.
Get certain guns and weapons. And in a way with battle passes in Call of Duty, they still do that now. It's probably worse. They'll intentionally make a gun broken as hell, put it in the battle pass so you're forced to buy it and get it.
And then they nerf the piss out of it. That's every video game though. Drop something new and big. It's so OP. It steamrolls the competition. Nerf it to the ground in 3 weeks.
Of course, if you want to stay up.
Never mind, it went from S to F. It's not even going to be C tier anymore.
today with the meta and be good, which I think everyone would want to if they're playing it. The first time they added loot boxes, I guarantee some kids out there got addicted to gambling because of it. I remember me wanting the coins back then so badly just to spin and get garbage every time. It's insane I didn't end up with a gambling addiction. COD's formula simply got used up so much with little change that people stopped caring. A lot of their player count is dropping, and it's also because they're greedy. I think the difference between
yeah, Call of Duty will never die though. I was on the train that like COD was gonna die one day, but I genuinely think COD is gonna transition into like a forever game. At some point, Call of Duty will have to be a paid subscription service. And I think that's the only game that I really think would make more sense for it to do that. Please. I would rather spend like $20 a year on COD and just have access to the new COD every year than $70 every year for the game. Like, I'd rather not own it because I'm never going to go back and play COD Ghosts. But I spent $60 on COD Ghosts. Like, I would rather just pay the subscription fee and get the, Game Pass. Game Pass is the thing, but is COD on Game Pass?
Roblox and COD with their greed is that since Roblox is a kid's game, they can take more risks being greedy and get away with it. Compared to COD that has a more adult fan base now, if they try to throw out some bullshit, people will just walk away. Like, adults got bills, Call of Duty. People can't be shilling hundreds of dollars on a new COD and whatever you need to be the best on it every year. Maybe back in the day they could when the economy was good, but do you see the state we're in, my I believe if COD never found Warzone, it would be a complete dead game by now.
I fucking disagree. I hate that take, Tommy. I think Warzone revived Call of Duty, but solidified its end in the mainstream game space. I think Warzone rezzed. Tommy, I love you, man. I'm going to disagree with you here. I think Warzone rezzed Call of Duty for a brief period, but solidified its downfall in turmoil to shilling new Call of Duties and caring about them less. I think they're pivoting on that. I think BO7 they're going to put more effort into, and I am excited to see what it looks like. But when Warzone was popping, all the Call of Duties in that era sucked. They were the worst CODs ever because all they cared about was Warzone. And so Warzone was doing well, but all the other CODs were doing shit. So it's like then they cared about that and that was it. And maybe they had sales and you could throw numbers out. But I'm saying from personal enjoyment, this is my own take. When Warzone was out, all the other Call of Duties were bad. MW19 was bad. I didn't like it. I'm so serious. This is the last good Call of Duty. BO3, Cold War, BO6, okay. That's where we are. World War II was a great COD. Underrated Call of Duty. Will say that. I think World War II was a goated COD. I think it had mechanics that were unique, comparable to other Call of Duties, and I loved it.
Warzone has been carrying them through the struggles because people have been
BO4 ass.
Hating on the multiplayer and the story mode for years. Story modes also have been getting shorter, but they've been charging more. For the 2023 Modern Warfare 3, it was really on full display because not only was the story mode the shortest they ever did, but it was also one of the most expensive CODs, being $70. I hate that it's becoming normalized for these companies to start charging these prices for every game. Like, if it's not...
I get a $70 game release. Like, you could watch videos on the logistics of video games and how they've been $60 for such a long time that for AAA devs, like, it needs to be $70 for it makes sense for them to create games. But if you're going to make a $70 game, it has to be good, you know? Like, nobody's going to want it. If you buy a $70 game and it's ass, like, no, you've lost a customer forever.
GTA 6, your company should not be charging me $70. Funny how
it's different from like an indie game that's $5. It's ass. You still might buy another game from that dev because it was $5.
These AAA game companies thought it would work, but it actually backfired on them. Instead, it created a flood of people buying all these small indie games and then becoming millionaires. People have been cooking COD too because it took the Fortnite formula verbatim. With having a battle pass that resets every season and you have to buy it, while also adding a million different types of skins for that easy collab money.
And they added fucking American Dad skins. There's so many, man. It's like every skin. Who is that? Every skin's in COD now. Oh my god. Every skin's in Fortnite, actually. And then Call of Duty.
Not only are these skins annoying as hell to see in game because they stand out so different from the average character, but some of them have given people a competitive advantage. People were pointing out that the Beavis character has a way lower hitbox than the average character in the game, and he's skinnier, so you could slide up on someone and blind them halfway, then take them out while they barely have any space to hit you. They also made it so his hair can't get hit because it would be easy kills every time to get him. So while people are playing, they'll shoot at his hair thinking it will get him, then end up getting killed because they didn't know. People also notice the game is just way more glitchier now. We all remember when Warzone released, you couldn't step a foot in the game without—
Oh my god, when Warzone released, and I remember I used to stream Warzone, and the second you stepped out of the plane, it was like my stream would lag, my PC would lag, my game would lag.
a hacker killing you. COD's anti-cheat was putting up Shaq three-pointer numbers. It was non-existent. And this is a $1 billion game, by the way, so it's not surprising people get mad at them for not fixing it. We know they're making more than ever with spamming battle passes and skins. The least they could do is make the game playable. They've gotten better at catching the hackers and banning them, but it's still very easy to hack in the game. I've been in Warzone games where mid-game everyone gets booted out and the hacker sends a message trolling. Every time there's an update, it feels like it's somehow making the game worse. They probably have more protections in place for their marketplace than players. Can't let their moneymaker go away. In truth, everyone can tell they threw everything else aside after Warzone started popping off. It's always bad to shit on the core players that made your game because then everything starts to bleed. They don't even try on the new maps anymore. Before, every new multiplayer map in a game seemed like a cool, different experience that you would remember for the future. But now it seems like they
It's like a reskin 3-lane. It's always a reskin 3-lane.
Pay some dude on Fiverr $5 to make a map and slap the same assets to sell a new game. It sucks too that a majority for every game you grew up with, they always end up on this type of path. As more investors and as more people are in the company, it's what comes with the growth. Anyways, let me know what y'all think and what childhood game for you got ruined. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. As always, I love you guys.
Bro, W Tommy. I fucking love his videos. Yeah, I don't know. I think like gaming in general, like I think AAA devs are kind of reaching like a full money hungry area where they're not going to be able to return from unless they make a pivot. But that's also why I think just indie devs in general are popping off now comparatively. So I think there will be a change. It's just a matter of when, not if that makes sense.